Welcome to Listen and Learn English, where you can improve your English at your own pace. Our narrators are all native English speakers, and their words are displayed so that you can read along and practice your English vocabulary. It's a great way to learn, so sit back, relax, and let's get into the video. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Chapter 9. The Mock Turtle's Story. Chapter 10. The Lobster Quadrille. Alice was walking with the Duchess, who was in a surprisingly good mood now. The Duchess affectionately linked arms with her and said, "You can't imagine how happy I am to see you again, my dear." Alice was pleased too, and thought maybe it was just the pepper in the kitchen that had made the Duchess so grumpy earlier. She even made up a little theory to herself. Pepper makes people hot-tempered, vinegar makes them sour, chamomile makes them bitter, and sweets like barley sugar make children sweet-natured. She wished everyone knew that. She had drifted so deeply into thought that she forgot about the Duchess beside her, until the Duchess suddenly said in her ear, "You're thinking again, dear, which is why you've gone so quiet." The Duchess was about to say more, but suddenly her voice faded and her arm trembled. Alice looked up and saw the Queen standing in front of them, arms crossed and glaring. "A fine day, Your Majesty," the Duchess said weakly. "I'm warning you," the Queen shouted. "Either you go or your head does. Choose." The Duchess didn't hesitate. She chose to disappear immediately. "Let's get back to the game," said the Queen. Alice, too scared to object, followed silently. When they returned, the players had been resting, but the moment they saw the Queen, they rushed back. She shouted that anyone who was late would lose their heads. As the game went on, the Queen kept yelling orders and shouting for heads to be cut off. Soon, nearly everyone was arrested. Only the King, Queen, and Alice remained. Finally, the Queen asked Alice, "Have you seen a mock turtle?" "No, I don't even know what one is." The Queen replied, "Come along, he'll tell you his story." As they walked, Alice overheard the King quietly saying to the others, "You're all pardoned." Alice felt relieved. They soon found a Gryphon asleep in the sun. If you've never seen a Gryphon, picture something part lion, part eagle. "Wake up, lazybones," snapped the Queen. "Take this girl to the Mock Turtle and let him tell her his story," then marched away. The Gryphon watched her leave, then laughed. "What fun," it said. "What's funny?" asked Alice. "She only pretends to have people executed. No one ever really loses their head," said the Gryphon. "Come on." Alice followed it, feeling that it was probably safer than going with the Queen. Before long, they saw the Mock Turtle sitting sadly on a rock. As they approached, she heard him sigh deeply. "What's wrong with him?" Alice asked. "Oh, it's all in his head," said the Gryphon. "He's not really sad. Come on." They reached the Mock Turtle, who looked at them with tear-filled eyes but said nothing. "This girl wants to hear your story," the Gryphon explained. The Mock Turtle replied in a slow, gloomy voice, "Sit down. Don't talk until I finish." They sat in silence. Alice waited patiently. "Once," the Mock Turtle began with a sigh, "I was a real turtle. When we were young," he continued, "we went to school in the sea. Our teacher was an old turtle. We called him Tortoise." Alice quickly asked, "How many hours of lessons did you have?" "10 the first day, 9 the next, and so on," said the turtle. "What a strange system." "That's why they're called lessons," said the Gryphon, "because they lesson each day." Alice thought that was clever. "Then the 11th day was a holiday?" "Of course." "And the 12th?" "Enough about school," the Gryphon interrupted. "Tell her about the games." The Mock Turtle let out a deep sigh and wiped his eyes with the back of his flipper. He looked at Alice and tried to speak, but was too choked with emotion. "He sounds like he's got a bone stuck in his throat," said the Gryphon, and gave him a few hard pats on the back. Eventually, the Mock Turtle found his voice again, tears still streaming down his cheeks. "You probably haven't spent much time under the sea," he said. "No, I haven't," Alice replied. "And I suppose you've never met a lobster?" Alice started to say, "I once tasted," but quickly changed her mind. "No, never." "Then you can't imagine how wonderful the lobster quadrille is." "What kind of a dance is it?" Alice asked. "It starts with everyone lining up on the shore," said the Gryphon. "2 lines," the Mock Turtle added. "Seals, turtles, salmon, who's ever there? First, you clear the jellyfish out of the way." "That usually takes a while," the Gryphon said. "Then you take 2 steps forward," said the Turtle. "Each with a lobster as a partner," added the Gryphon excitedly. "And then," the Gryphon interrupted, "you throw the lobsters out to sea." "Swim after them," cried the Turtle. "Return to shore. That's the end of the first part," he said, suddenly calm again. Both of them sat down looking a bit tired. "That sounds like a lovely dance," said Alice politely. "Would you like to see a bit of it?" asked the Turtle. "Oh, yes, please," said Alice. So the 2 of them began dancing in a circle around Alice. They waved their paws to keep time and accidentally stepped on her feet now and then. The Mock Turtle sang in a slow, sad voice. When the song ended, Alice said, "Thank you, that was very interesting." Then the Mock Turtle sighed again. "Would you like me to sing another song?" "Yes, please," said Alice. So the Turtle began another sad tune called Beautiful Soup, just as a distant voice cried, "The trial's beginning." "Come on," shouted the Gryphon, grabbing Alice's hand. "What trial?" Alice asked as they ran, but the only answer she got was, "Come on." We hope you enjoyed this video. Please support us by giving us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We release new videos just like this one each week, so join us and listen to learn English.